Hello, good morning. I have something of significant interest here from a man's point of view. Kerala High Court acquits man convicted for raping a well-educated lady on the pretext of marriage. And I have something equally interesting from Bombay High Court. So two different high courts working on a similar case. Plea on post-breakup rape cases now a public interest litigation. Let me summarize this very quickly. Both the cases deal with sexual intercourse which later on is disputed by the lady involved and she calls it rape. In simpler words, man and woman have a sexual intercourse for sometimes for as long as 6 months and 1 year, for sometimes for as long as on 3 or 4 different occasions, and then the woman goes and files a case in the police station saying this person raped me. Now, Kerala High Court acquitted the accused. The judge, while acquitting, took note that the girl involved was an engineering student. They had sexual intercourse in her house when the parents were away, and she says, he promised me marriage, he promised to marry me, and now since he has broken that promise, I think he raped me. The police officer must have registered the case, and that's how it landed up here. But the Kerala High Court found for the man and said in as many words that this is not rape. Bombay High Court is working on a public interest litigation which is seeking guidelines to be given to police officers as to what is a rape and what is not a rape incident. This has taken huge proportions in India, particularly in metropolitan cities, where a girl meets a boy for various reasons, sleeps with him, has sexual intercourse with him with full consent, and later on goes and tells a police officer that he promised me marriage, or he promised to make me a movie star, or he promised me this and that, and therefore now I am withdrawing my consent and therefore put a case of rape on him. Another court, I would not like to quote which one because I am not sure, but I do remember the judge mentioning that this is at best cheating and not rape. Rape is very clearly defined in section 375 and section 376. That's the next video that I'm going to do. But this is not rape. If you have slept with a boy and given him consent during sexual intercourse, before sexual intercourse, you cannot suddenly get up and now say he broke a promise, therefore he raped me. By doing so, you are demeaning rape. By doing so, you are being unfair to the actual victims of rape. By doing so, you don't even know what rape is. If you're a man listening to this video, be careful. Sexual intercourse with anybody other than your wife at these times are dangerous. Simply stay away from sexual intercourse. Otherwise, there is a high likelihood that you shall be blackmailed for XYZ reasons. Once there is a guideline, once this is clear in India, then maybe you are freer. But right now, it's better that you have peace of mind rather than throw caution to wind and find yourself a victim. In this case, let me tell you in plain words, it is not the woman who is the victim, it is the man who is the victim. He goes to jail for 7 years for not raping a woman, but simply because the woman convinced the police officer that it was rape. I hope there is a very clear diktat that will be issued by Bombay High Court to police officers, issuing guidelines of what is and what is not rape. Thank you for watching me.